Our first guest is Alain Gilles. As a designer, Alain believes in giving people the tools to define their own vision and tell their story. He likes that once you start playing with a product, you discover endless possibilities. And his latest design, Extruded, has those possibilities and gives you options. Alain believes in products that are long-lasting and can evolve and change over time. Hi, Alain. Welcome on the This Is Light show. You are our very first guest here today, so I'm going to explain some of the rules of the game to you. During our interview, the lights in the studio can turn up red.
Okay.
And when this happens, that means it's a quick round of this or that questions, all right?
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so of course, we're very happy that you're here and you're probably very excited about your launch, Extruded. It's an architectural pendant luminaire developed in cooperation with Modular Lighting Instruments. I would love to know some more about the inspiration you had behind this design.
It's really talking about night and day, about basically playing with the natural light and then also playing with the artificial light at night or whenever it's needed. By natural light, I mean that the extrusion, basically the body of the lamp, which is extruded, is going to reflect, is going to play with the daylight as the sun, for instance, goes around a house and turns, and it's going to reveal the light differently and make it look very soft. And of course, at night, you're going to light the thing on, so then you'll have a light on. Yeah. Then it's if you think about it, it's really very much like a spaghetti. And you know, an extruded spaghetti, and this is the extrusion, so you can create different lengths, and then you just kind of plug in elements. So in this case, the lampshades, or here, the hook, which the hook is really designed as if it was kind of a rope that you're going to hold in between your hands. So it's not the kind of visually technical hook, but it enables people to actually easily put the little cord in, which is going to hold the lamp in.
The details are very refined. And I'd love to know, is it available in different colors?
Yes, definitely. That was really the idea, to be able to mix and match. But so you have really classical colors like the black, like the full white, or you have more shiny finishes that allows you to play also with the reflection of the light and create certain atmospheres.
Oh, great. And what about different sizes?
You have 3 different sizes. So it's like from 30 centimeters to 60 to 90.
Oh, the lights turned red. Are you ready for the quick round?
Okay.
Okay. This or that, improve or innovate?
Innovate, ideally.
Day or night?
Probably day.
Modular or monolithic?
Ooh, I think I have to say modular, right?
Yeah. Spring or fall?
Fall, because of the colors.
Art festivals or music festivals?
Let's say for art festival.
Television show or movie?
Movies.
Drawing or painting?
I'm pretty bad at both of them, so none of them.
Never designing light fixtures or never designing furniture?
Ooh. Stopping part of my life? I don't know. None of them.
Good one. That was hard. How do you feel about it?
Good.
So where were we? We were talking about the different sizes that are available.
You have 3 different sizes. So you cut the spaghetti differently. So it's either 30, 60, or 90 centimeters long. And yeah, so a lot of possibilities. Of course, when you play with them, you can combine them together, all the different lengths.
Great. And what is the type of light that comes out of the cone?
Well, it's a LED light, which has been especially developed for this light. It's a really good quality light. This is important, you know, the light that it emits, but also the warmth. And in this case, because of the way the lampshade is finished with the brushed aluminum anodized in most cases, you kind of feel the light when it hits the lampshade. So basically, you feel almost the work that has been done on the conical shape of the lampshade.
Yeah, and I heard also it has warm dim technology. What does that mean?
Exactly. Well, the warm dim technology allows people to actually dim it and to create a much warmer light effect.
And what about the installation? How do you mount this beauty?
Well, mounting, it all depends on the type of ceiling that you have. So it's either a ceiling where you can hide everything in, all the technical elements, so basically the driver, which is always the difficult part to hide, or then you have another way to connect it with the remote driver, and then you see a little bit more what's happening outside, or then you can have a kind of a full module on top, which is connected to the ceiling, where then you have the driver inside.
And does it also have a Kasambi driver?
Yeah, well, you have different ways to actually dim the light. So different drivers that can dim the light in 3 different manners. And then indeed you have that Kasambi technology that allows people to play with the light and actually control the light from their own devices, which is very neat, I think.
So it's available in different sizes, glare-free, very intimate lighting. And I wonder, did you have a specific setting or location in mind while you were designing?
In this case, I'm kind of thinking of huge restaurants with maybe just tables of 2s everywhere. And then instead of having, for instance, the candle, you would have just a pendant light on top. And because you could also have long lengths, and because it reflects the light visually, anything that happens around it in extrusion, you can then define some really vertical elements. And can almost define the new architecture in restaurants, if there are a lot of them, yeah. A rhythm, basically, yeah.
Yeah, wow. Well, thank you so much, and congratulations. It's such a beautiful design.
Thank you.
And thank you for this interview, Alain.
You're most welcome. Thank you very much.